Azure networking skills are among the most in-demand cloud competencies today, and the Microsoft AZ-700 certification validates that expertise. This video is for candidates who want to confidently master the exam objectives. Let's move into the first practice scenario. Question 1. You have two Azure virtual networks deployed in different Azure regions. You need to enable private communication between them with minimal latency and without deploying a VPN gateway. What should you configure? A. Azure VPN Gateway. B. VNet peering. C. ExpressRoute. Or D. Azure Firewall. Pause and think. The correct answer is B. VNet peering. VNet peering allows direct connectivity over Microsoft's backbone infrastructure. VPN Gateway introduces unnecessary complexity and latency. ExpressRoute is for on-premises connectivity, not Azure to Azure in this scenario. Question 2. You deploy a web application in Azure. You must allow inbound HTTP traffic from the internet but block all other inbound traffic. What should you configure? A. Route table. B. Network security group. C. Azure DDoS protection. Or D. Azure Application Gateway. Think about it. The correct answer is B. Network security group. An NSG allows you to define inbound and outbound security rules at the subnet or NIC level. Question 3. You need to distribute HTTP traffic across multiple backend servers. The solution must support SSL termination and path-based routing. Which solution should you deploy? A. Azure Load Balancer Basic. B. Standard. C. Application Gateway. Or D. Traffic Manager. The correct answer is C. Azure Application Gateway. It provides Layer 7 load balancing, SSL termination, and path-based routing. Azure Load Balancer operates at Layer 4 and doesn't understand URLs. Traffic Manager is DNS-based global routing. Question 4. A company requires a private, dedicated connection between its on-premises data center and Azure with predictable performance and high reliability. Which service should they use? A. Site-to-site VPN. B. VNet peering. C. ExpressRoute. Or D. Azure Bastion. Think about it. The correct answer is C. ExpressRoute. It provides private connectivity, dedicated bandwidth, and predictable latency. Using structured resources like PrepBolt practice questions can significantly improve how quickly you recognize these patterns. Question 5. You deploy an Azure virtual network with multiple subnets. You need to force all outbound internet traffic from a specific subnet through a network virtual appliance. What should you configure? A. NSG. B. Firewall policy. C. User-defined route. Or D. Service endpoint. The correct answer is C. User-defined route. UDRs allow you to override Azure's default system routes. Routing control is one of the most tested objectives in AZ-700 practice questions. Question 6. Your organization requires that Azure storage accounts be accessible only through private IP addresses within a virtual network. Which feature should you implement? A. Service endpoint. B. Private endpoint. C. Public IP restriction. Or D. Azure NAT Gateway. The correct answer is B. Private endpoint. These provide a private IP inside your VNet for past services, ensuring no public exposure. Question 7. You need to provide outbound internet connectivity for multiple VMs in a subnet and ensure a consistent outbound public IP. Which solution should you implement? A. Load balancer. B. Public IP per VM. C. NAT Gateway. Or D. Application Gateway. The correct answer is C. Azure NAT Gateway. It provides scalable outbound connectivity with a consistent public IP, simplifying outbound management. Question 8. You deploy a private endpoint for Azure SQL. VMs inside the VNet must resolve the name to its private IP. What should you configure? A. Custom DNS. B. Azure DNS Private Zone. C. Public DNS Zone. Or D. NSG. Think about it. The correct answer is B. Azure DNS Private Zone. When using private endpoints, you must integrate with a private DNS zone so the FQDN resolves correctly. I highly recommend PrepBolt practice questions to simulate this complexity. In upcoming videos, we'll cover advanced routing and traffic management. Stay consistent, keep practicing, and continue building toward your certification. If this helped, like, subscribe, and comment below. I'll see you in the next session.